Hello to whoever is watching and welcome back to Talking Comics. Today I decided I wanted to talk about the fact that the classic horror anthology movie Creepshow has comic books. Now, if you do not know about the film Creepshow, I heavily suggest checking it out. It's very fun. That film was based off of old horror comics, with it being an anthology film, and the style and overall look is heavily influenced from old classic horror comics. So eventually, they got their own comic series. Now, at the moment, there is no new issues coming out, at least from when I'm recording. There might be whenever you're watching this. But I still really wanted to talk about the comics because some of them are really fun and I like promoting comics, especially since I don't see many people talking about this. Now, like the movie, the comic itself is an anthology comic. So inside the comic, you would normally get 2 stories, sometimes 3. But each story could be anything from stuff involving ghosts, just slasher killers-esque type deals, or anything weirder. Now, like most anthology comics, you'll get some stories you like and some you don't. It's kind of just normal with most anthology comics or films. But it'd be impossible for me to go through every issue in this video, so I'm not going to do that, but for most part, most stories I've enjoyed or just found slightly entertaining with the kind of gory horror aspect. I think it's all very entertaining to see how certain people come up with ideas for stories, how some can be much more darker and serious, while some can be more comedic in tone. Same thing obviously goes for the art in the comic, with there being multiple different artists who take up the job for each story, and personally I find that very entertaining. I really like seeing what person does this type of style or how different it is from the story I've just read in the last issue. It's just cool to see how certain people draw certain stuff in certain ways. It's just cool in my opinion. Or even for some people really don't like art styles changing or swapping or specific art styles. What I can understand.
Tales of horror. Creepshow. From the author of Carrie, The Shining, and Cujo. And the creator of Night of the Living Dead.
Now, even though there are no new issues coming out, at least while I'm recording, there is trade paperbacks. Now, from my knowledge, at least right now, there is only 3 volumes. So not that many compared to certain comic runs. But these trade paperbacks collect the stories in each issue. And basically, if you get all 3, you'll have the entire series. Personally, it's up to you if you get those. You might want to try and look for the singular issues just to play it more safe, so you aren't getting some writers you might not like or just some stories you don't like from the series. But like I said, personally with me when it comes to anthology stuff, I'm kinda understanding that there won't always be a story I like, but I still kinda like having it, because it shows the variety that the comic series has. Overall, Creepshow is just a very fun comic series that is a good way to continue the legacy of the classic movie. Also, if you've not seen the movie, I heavily suggest checking it out. It's just a very fun, entertaining horror film. Anyway, if you liked this video, you can like it, or even dislike it if you want. I have more comic book related stuff on my channel if you want to check those out. But yeah, thank you for watching. That's all, and goodbye.